One of the big things with the Karthus is that he is actually relatively strong early on. Advise you to play quite quick top and bot and pre-6 I think in mid as well. So Canyon's pathing is going to have to be absolutely impeccable. They're going to have to track shun, because if you invade the Karthus and put him behind early on, you can really struggle. And I think the key.
Okay, so he's Karthus into 4 rain champs. So like the thing about his runes is that like I don't like that he went Dark Harvest Sorcery at all, because I think Dark Harvest is just really bad into their comp, and just, like, honestly, even in competitive games, I feel like Dark Harvest just doesn't have much value. Like his runes are right there, right? He has Cheap Shot, Eyeball, or no, he has the other one. I forget what it's called. Zombie Ward, right? Ultimate, and then he has Gathering and Absolute. Which is like so troll, in my opinion.
The Karthus, just so you can start tracking the respawn of the camps, even if you don't do anything on the first clear. Knowing the respawns here for his camps, stealing away a Raptor here or there would be really, really big, and that is something that the mid lane will help out with.
Very telling that Kayn also went Gathering Storm. I think that's the most Gen G rune possible.
And I really do think this is the right call for Gen G. Go for the lane swap so they could send their Tom Kench up to the top side of the map and have Keen down here on his Keen Sante.
He also started red,
trying to soak up some experience,
which is interesting. But the thing is, it's because the map is split here, and like if he would have started blue and like path to like this, because like the lane swap, then it's like so troll now.
Remember that when we talked about this series initially, the first time they played, it was supposed to be about the 2v2 bot for BLG dominating, but in this tournament, 2v2s are not guaranteed. And as you highlighted, Gen G already swapping away, limiting Bin's impact, limiting the impact of Elkanon as well.
Really good vision control here. Chovy is 100% aware that this is happening. And as a result, even the Ghost.
I think it's just really good vision here, and they still have to burn flash.
The popping of the Ghost right there, the extra move speed, so good from Bin. That is a very big trade up in summoner spells.
I'll probably just speed this up a little bit.
Don't get to do a whole lot of fun stuff early on, so Bin just gonna come on down here and add the extra pressure for the 3-on-1 dive.
Oh, and Keen doesn't have a whole lot of tools, wasn't able to get a lot of experience due to the early ignite from Elk. They might be in deep trouble here.
Red card to take aggro, it would seem. Waiting for a bit more time. Good initial damage coming in for Elk. Keen getting lower and lower. Nice gold card. He started Pathmaker level 1. Elk getting healed up. One final auto.
That was a nice dive.
I actually think it's really smart to give extra money to Bin, get the first blood bonus, so you can actually get the Twisted Fate money-making machine going, because rushing into a static shiv and using the passive for extra gold is really critical. And as we said, going to be low on resources otherwise if you're doing the lane swaps.
Just going back in again.
Is he not going to just die again? Oh,
never mind. Crucially, has a lot of XP from taking the top side, so we'll be able to defend there. Nice sidestep, Chovy.
This isn't a kill. I think he wants a harvest stack.
No Dark Harvest proc there for Canyon is what he was looking for. You do see the clear speed advantage Karthus is going to have, and is only going to get worse throughout the game. It's a double win for BLG though, because one, they get the dive, which in of itself is nicely done. Keen overstepping crucially, but also they were on the bottom half of the map, so it's a lot easier for them to get plates. They also have the TF, who actually, as we can see, 2 plates going over versus only a single plate for the top side of Gen G. Yeah, and now we're going to see, since the Tom Kench use the teleport to the bottom side on the reset here.
Is the first strike better?
Yes.
In a competitive game, I honestly think you should go first strike. I don't know why he went Dark Harvest. It doesn't make any sense. Like, especially when they're not fighting and they're like playing the scale, like they're all playing the scale, like Yone, Senna, you know.
Really happy to power farm, but the early impact much diminished by the Karthus pick.
Karthus also ideally would love to have his lanes be in a decent spot. Actually get out of the autos. Knight gets taken so low.
And this is so difficult now because Chovy with a health advantage also has a sustain advantage because of the fleet, and this is pre-back. Once he goes back and buys boots too, this gets infinitely harder.
Chovy also denied the cannon there tonight too. He couldn't
He's using Grim Reaper regardless.
So big health trade, also denying every little bit.
Well, I mean, Last Stand,
like
Last Stand is really bad in a competitive game. I feel like, because you're like on Karthus, because like you're not gonna die that much, right? It's just I don't know why he went Dark Harvest. It just, the value Dark Harvest brought was like kind of bad, but like honestly, what he should have done originally is just went first strike with sorcery secondary. Like if he had absolute Gathering Storm with first strike, he would have just like actually nuked them, and then he just buys Malignance, right?
They have Senna up on top side. It's a huge top side play here for Gen G. Even if they only get the grubs, even if they don't get a gank or a Dark Harvest stack. And Kenyon really wants that.
Really committed.
Oh, he wanted the Harvest stack there.
And they can rotate
I mean,
Senna
yeah,
over
like, I
as
don't
extra
think
souls
he's
as
even
well.
got a
He's gonna
Harvest
try to
stack
get
yet,
souls
which
off
is
this
like,
way,
oh,
they can
it's
rotate
fine,
over.
I guess, but like, I don't know how many kills are gonna be in this game, you know?
Great early impact on the roams, but it buys Gen G a little
Does
bit
last
more
time work when you're in passive? Yeah. But like, how many times is he gonna be in his passive this game, you know?
Meanwhile, is taking the grubs.
I don't think he'll be in his passive that much this game.
Before they try to go for any aggressive play, but Elkanon left alone to just continuously assault this tower. It is traded for the grubs on top side. Canyon shredding through those pretty quickly, and for now, Lahen's in a little
Once you
bit
play
of trouble,
first
but
strike and
also just a
solo
bit of extra
queue,
money coming in from the first
because
strike.
solo queue is completely different than competitive. Solo queue is just like run around, fist fight each other, you know, just like that's when Dark Harvest does like amazing work. But in a competitive like game where like the game is just like slow paced farming, first strike has much more value, you know.
Another TP rapidly reassigning lanes here. See where Bin wants to go next as he is also resetting. Elkanon really want to get this wave in, but Keen has the health advantage, so he's just going to continue to walk up. Pathmaker going in, just dashing out, buying as much time as he can. He got the Aftershock proc, but now Elk wants to finish. Q3 coming out, and Tobu Strike's not going to connect. Flash forward on! Bloodthirsty support, you love to see it.
And Keen, he goes in, and I'm like, Keen, what are you doing? Because he's playing into the 1v2, and even without mana, Keen has been put so far behind already. Now 0-2, he was one of the most dependable members of
The first strike setup now is a free boost to cashback. I think if you're laning, it's cashback. If you're jungling, it's free boots.
Bottom lane in that endeavor though, so maybe Gen G can try and look on the bright side and try and punish the Lucian Nami here with no summoner spells. But this, yeah, just underestimating the damage, and it's all about On. It really is all about the support because he lands the bubble to keep him in place, and that is the kill range. Immediately after that bubble lands, Elk flashes in, On flashes in to say that one's fine. Thank you very much. We will guarantee that kill.
Keen really trying to just skill check the opposition in that context.
Also, I still think if you're going,
you have to wonder,
like, obviously he's in a competitive game, I still think he should rush tier 2 boots. And I think tier 2 boots just help clearing your camps way more than the build he's doing right now, but that's just my opinion on it.
We'll see if that's going to be the case. Now, the one thing, as you point out, On gets the kill, so Elk not going to gain as much power as they otherwise would have been able to. You see as well, Canyon and Pace both been hovering around this mid lane a whole lot. And that's the thing that I think as a Gen G fan you're going to look toward. This team has fought themselves out of bigger holes, and it's going to come down to what can Chovy and Canyon do in a team fight.
And also when we think back to the first series,
Tier
so many
2
games were
boots
decided
are
by how
better
decisive
for
BLG could be
PvP.
with proactive tools. Gen G
I mean,
how they like to play the game. They can go
like,
late
the
if they
thing
want to.
is that
Scale
it helps.
Karthus, and
It helps you do your camps as well, though, and it helps you walk around the map. And if you walk around the map faster, you do your camps faster. You know what I mean?
Good job so far. Colin coming out though, and Tom Catch happily giving over 27 gold in exchange for the health bar.
Yeah, Elkin on here, eating up 1,000 gold lead basically, even with the Tom Kench having the slight little bit of extra gold down there, soaking up experience, trying to keep this tower alive desperately. It's still on its last legs.
Do take note as well how much vision there is for Elkanon to really enable them to play as aggressive as possible, use the pressure of this Lucian Nami to play up to the turret continuously, and they are making great use of it.
The only hard thing about this is that, like, on this side, I don't know how they're gonna get any dragons. Like, they lose every dragon fight.
Shun. Wall of Pain hits him, just a slow, nice sidestep on the Skittle. But meanwhile, play just gonna fizzle. They don't want to overcommit into a Yone with ultimate. Keen though getting aggressive on the top side, has the Aftershock, doing so much work. Bin flashing away, pulling out the gold card, but there's the Karthus ultimate. Keen,
That's not.
nice
I don't even know if that would kill him, to be honest.
That's too globals invested.
I mean, that Karthus are.
Yes,
Like, I mean, I guess he.
not gonna start the snowball here for Gen
It was
G.
kind of close,
Can
but
make
like
it
he
over to
just
the
got a
9,
harvest
6
stack, I guess. So
grubs
that's
here for
one
Gen G.
harvest
They get
stack,
the first
10
free,
minutes
but
in,
second free, I don't think they can
which
afford
isn't
this Lucian here.
which isn't ideal, to be honest, but
It's over 2 minutes long
it's alright.
cooldown, so to only get a single Dark Harvest stack off of that, Bin did a really good job there, escaping, just has to dodge a little bit of the Senna ultimate to make sure that it doesn't go over, and that is a very big cooldown in the early game.
Particularly because you're also looking for early Ultimate Hunter stacks, right? Canyon did go that, meaning that every time he gets an assist, up to the 5 individual members of BLG, he's going to get shorter and shorter cooldowns, and it makes it so much more impressive to make a play, because you think, you know, you have a pretty decent chance of winning, but that Karthus ult is always going to be a threat.
Effectively playing at 200 to 300 less life.
Yeah.
Obviously that number only getting bigger as the game goes on, as Canyon just continues to power farm. 16 CS lead, 4 camps extra, and should, if he knows he's isolated in the 1v1, might be able to get something done, but doesn't have that assurance, seeing Lahen's in the mid lane, seeing Pays in the area as well.
Yeah, and because of that safety, they're going to rotate Chovy down to the side lane while they keep Lahen.
Hapcod? Oh no, I sped it up a little bit, so it's not like normal speed.
Are going to be able to have vision control already in the river leading up to it. We're going for the reset on right now for those wards.
do have Keen with teleport available. We'll see if Gen.G want to try and play around that. Chovy also hasn't really been involved in a whole lot of action on the map, has mainly just been relegated to side looking for the first item completion.
Yeah, I'd advise Gen.G to give up this dragon. I don't think you want to fight this. I mean, Nico early is such a play-making monster down there, and they have such good setup with the successful single item completions on Elk and On. The Lucian Nami is like the scary point.
No, it's on 1.2. Yeah, it's on 1.25, or else they would be too fast for these guys to just perma-talk like this and not get tired.
The reset from Shun can come over here at his leisure.
Crucial, as you highlighted, that they respect those spikes from BLG. You can see Elk, now that he has that additional damage, not afraid to step up. And Chovy, pretty much anytime he sees Night
I mean, it's going okay, honestly. Like, I know they have 0 kills, but they scale, like, really hard. But like I said, the only thing that's hard is, like, I don't know how they're going to fight any dragon. Like, how do you fight a dragon? You can't.
Already on the dragon, you see with his CP, they're looking to punish on the cross map instead.
Goes from Bin. Chovy on the way, Q3 forward, Fate Sealed, gonna go. Bin, nice sidestep, ghosting out. Chovy trying to cover the escape route, but ghosting TF is damn fast. Unbound Soul wants the Q3 for the knockup to interrupt the Destiny, but has to snap back. Bin should just be able to ult out if he so chooses. But of course, doesn't have it for another 8 seconds. 7, counting down. And Pays is gonna get curl credit. Bin, nice sidestep, trying to turn it back, but that's
He's not gonna die. Oh, that's another harvest stack.
He's out! He's out! Asong and survival! No, Pays! The railgun from downtown! Pays turns around and hits the headshot.
Oh, he got a harvest stack at least, but like 2 harvest stacks at 14 minutes is crazy.
Pulling mid. Bin so close to the escape there. Pays,
Dude, if he escaped, that would have been insane, though.
Wasn't gonna make the same mistake twice he did in the top lane, and
That's a heavy investment though, because they do use the 2 ultimates. Yes, they get the kill on Bin, but he does waste a lot of time, and as a result, BLG.
I mean, Gen.G is just losing like every objective,
Are
no?
going to remain the aggressor here, looking to play aggressively, try and break open this map to not have to deal with Gen.G's late game team fighting power.
Yeah, BLG has a really, really strong mid game with Lucian Nami here, Prio in mid, and the pick potential of the Nico and the Twisted Fate. Now they rotate Bin right back up to the top side, while the rest of the squad is going to use the Rift Herald to take down this critical mid tower. So much presence is gained in League of Legends. Mid tower opens up the jungle to those wards, opens up your team to the possibility of getting picked off when you're trying to rotate from objective to objective.
Particularly with Lucian Nami, one of the big reasons why this combo has been so insanely powerful in pro play for so long is the ability to very quickly get control of mid wave, and if anyone ever steps up particularly well at a turret, you can take it down as Chovy. Will be fine, but the turret still going to go down for BLG.
Yep, Bin is going to be the side lane king. And this escape was almost miraculous if he had just been able to dodge a little bit more on the left on the final Senna ultimate. But this was so well done by Bin. He was kiting out, trying to buy time for his ultimate like you were talking about, counting down the seconds.
So Zara was just coming up. The Karthus was a little too early, no? Why didn't he just wait until he was low and then finish him off with R?
That ward right there gave him the exact location, and he fired off.
You could see the double click. He doubts for a second, and that's what costs him. I mean, you love to see it, right? Confidence from Pays. Again, remember, we didn't expect a lot from him in the context of the series. He was supposed to be one of the weaker points, but Hazelhand's doing okay at surviving. Elk is still a big problem we can see as the tower will fall, opening so much more of the map for BLG to play through. And one of the main questions, I think, is going to be this priority on the Kench specifically. We saw the Ornn be so much more successful in the previous games. We saw the Nautilus was banned, which I think was a great shout from BLG. I think that combo in particular is insanely tough to deal with. But the Ornn seemed like a much better second option, and we saw even T1, who, Karya, my opinion, one of the best Tom Kenches, as far as that's a thing that you can be said, actually shows a lot of skill expression with it. Even they dropped it in their series against BLG.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be missing the offensive power of that Ornn ultimate and the safety of those Ornn item upgrades for later. Maybe Lehens can get some good devours to deny gold card picks whenever you're facing a...
Is he buying? Oh, he went. I just realized. I forgot this was last patch. He's on Leandre's. He's doing the Leandre's Malignance build. Yeah, I remember when I was first playing Karthus in like January, beginning of the season. I'd go Malignance first, and I'm just like, wow. Wait, did they just burn Karthus by the way for that? They did, right? Yeah, I think they just burned Karthus for that. That was kind of a waste of Karthus, especially when he doesn't have any ability haste. So now he doesn't have any. He doesn't have R for this dragon, which is kind of bad. No, like he probably should just not. Like he should save your R for drag here. So now I don't even think they can contest drag.
Your eyeballs on that CS from Chovy, 180 on this side lane with the Quicksilver Sash to deny the picks.
Immediately.
And I think this is genius, because with the Soul Unbound, you're already so hard to lock down in the side lane. The ulti, the Q3, so many tools to stay safe, and BLG gonna need to look elsewhere to find an angle of attack at this moment.
Yeah, this
right
drag
now,
is
pushing
like
through mid,
actually
BLG
gone
is their
now.
dragon. 10 seconds away. Chemtech will be the Soul, will be the map. BLG need to find this fight. Knocker from Lehens doesn't connect. That's the turn.
I mean,
can't eat himself.
yeah, they can't do anything about this drag, I think.
No big win here for BLG. They remain in control of the river Lehens.
It's just a give, I think. Them not using Karthus, like burning Karthus are so bad for this.
Focus on the dragon. Has marked up Pays.
Oh, well, they're actually contesting.
Double bubble, good start to the fight, but Keen frontlining as he needs to. Ben using the ultimate, where's he going to go? Drake taken down.
I mean, they just, I mean, it's 50-50, I guess they lost it.
They want to get out, but they want to turn it back on. Knight Power Blast Cone gets him out. Chovy fishing, but finds nothing.
So good. They hit the smite. Shun hits the smite on the objective, and then Bin immediately deletes the bottom minion wave there. The Twisted Fate ultimate used to get out side lane pressure once again. So after yoinking the objective, BLG also then...
Did he just say yoinking the objective? Is that what the showcaster said? Yoinking the objective.
Bin, I don't even know. I think he might have gotten hit by that. Doesn't want to run the risk. Flashes, and then here they really commit extremely hard. And yes, they get Chovy's flash, but I think they should have left it at that. Maybe the call was we're not going to make it out, so Bin tries to trade.
Yeah, he really wanted to get that kill on the
Why did he Karthus art there, by the way? For fun?
Tall, and so do the hopes of Genji in this game. BLG standing in a really, really good spot here in game number 1. But Chovy,
I don't know how many pinks he's bought, but he's bought a lot of pinks. And I know he's playing a competitive game and like stuff, like, but he is not getting that much gold on Karthus if he's spamming all his like money on pinks, especially if he doesn't have first strike, you know?
To be the big carry in this game 1. Of course, Chovy has been, as always, Chovy farming up, but delayed a bit of his early spikes to get that QSS.
But I do like that he went Leandre's if he's gonna go Dark Harvest instead of like, if he went Dark Harvest Malignance, like, oh god, he's just so weak.
So slick with it. We'll get to see how offensively he uses the champion, chunking out enemy health bars to try and get BLG.
Also, I just realized they're kind of lucky if they, if BLG gets Soul, they can still win this game. Like if it was a different Soul, they're actually cooked. Like if it was like Mountain or like, I don't know, Hextech, it would be like impossible to play against their team, no? If they had a Hextech Soul. They're not fighting a lot? Yeah, if they're not fighting a lot, like the Dark Harvest is like not really doing anything.
Basically, all pressure is going to be on Chovy.
His build is fine if he's going Dark Harvest, but he should just not go Dark Harvest in a competitive game.
It's so hard for Genji to get.
But like, to be fair, the Gathering Storm kind of is going to be hitting. It depends how long the team is. I don't know how long this game is.
Autos onto their mid tower. They have so many defenses to rely on still too, and a very, very easy way of controlling the map here. Push out mid, then take over jungle.
His attack speed? Let me find it. Apparently, someone sent me a screenshot of his runes. Let me go look for it. Oh, I found it. Hold on here. This was the end of the game. Actually, no. I'll show it after because it's kind of a spoiler. I think it's kind of a spoiler. We'll look. I'll look at the runes after the end of the game.
It's a highly telegraphed ability, similar to the Tom Kench W. So BLG misstep.
How much do you think this Karthus game in MSI inflated Karthus ban rate? Like nothing, because Karthus was OP before this MSI game.
To the point where Pays actually is a threat on this Senna, only sitting at just shy of 60 souls. Whereas we see look at Knight with his build, also going for the Leandries, because one of the big things we've seen with Lucian Army in particular is they can struggle to take down.
These are all small optimizations. Gameplay is more important. That's true, but like nothing has really happened this game. like he's done nothing but farm Dinar, which is like what you're supposed to do on Karthus. But like there's nothing for me to judge about it, you know. Like he didn't go for like a single gank this game or whatever. He was just like defending his laners, you know. Like there's like nothing has actually happened the last like 23 minutes. So that's like the only thing we can talk about is like if the game has been going on for 23 minutes and you haven't like got any kills, like first strike would just have got you free gold, you know what I mean? And like you get free boots off it, which saves you more gold and stuff like that. But like every time he like leaves the base, he has like 2 pinks or whatever, and I don't know, like it's just he's just like bleeding in gold, and they're about to like fight, and they're on soul point at 24 minutes, so yeah. Luckily though, it's Chemtech Soul, so I feel like they could still win in the Chemtech Soul. If anything, Karthus should just R like full HP. Like right here, he should just R. No. Oh, they lost the drag. Oh, they're just getting cooked.
Or at least delayed as Chovy tries to finish off Elk. The snapback doesn't get him. The Chemtech Soul makes the difference.
So many low health bars there. Shun is the hero again. These smites have been so clean. He secures the Dragon Soul for BLG, and they win the team fight. Bin was able to assassinate Pays on the bottom side there, and they just decimate them.
Normally, Canyon smites are something you can trust, but Shun getting a better hand on him twice now. The power of this TF as well. If
I mean, that was a 50-50, but I think Karthus should have just ulted like off the rip, no? Instead of like doing this, he should have just R'd instantly, no? Like when they're full HP, because it's not the worst, because he doesn't have last stand, so there's no point. But they got soul, but they can still win this game. Karthus did a lot of damage though. They still.
First game here, but it looks quite good.
And this is what you want to see, that aggressive, that proactive play. There's not a lot of teams in the world where you're excited when they want a 50-50 flip a Dragon Soul, but BLG make it work. Bin 1 or 2 upsies this game.
Yeah, he's absolute focus and Gathering Storm. At that point, he should just Zard. He actually does more damage when he's full HP than when he's low, because he has absolute focus. I don't know, it's kind of troll in my opinion that he didn't ult, because they don't have any like shields. Like they only have Nami heal, but like that's kind of it. There's definitely an angle to R off the start. Maybe it'll change the fight. I'm not gonna lie, the Karthus is kind of like struggling right now. Like the pick is just like not that great right now. But I don't know. We'll see.
They've got to force. They've got to force. They still have.
I think they have to just have to Baron, no?
Shouldn't be stolen, but can they win the fight?
Knight using the shapeshifter, spotting them out. Chovy fishing for the angle. Q3 while the rest of the team burns it down, but it's been off to the side.
They're just burger flipping. Oh my god, he ulted it. Oh, he got it.
Elk untouched for now. He doesn't have a flash, but it might not matter. Abyssal dive. Backstep from Elk. Dawning Shadow only connecting on the Lucian is Bin. Desperately tries to make a stand, but the 4-man core of Gen G takes the Baron, and they get the fight.
Huge pick for Gen G where they were able to kill Shun and then start up this Baron. They're chasing down a little bit more here, but focusing on finally getting this mid lane turret. Elk is still.
Oh, let's see the damage.
Requiem, not a lot of damage.
That's kind of sad. That was kind of sad damage. I mean, if he had first strike, I definitely think that would have done way more damage there, but it's okay. I don't mind his build though. I think this build is actually like fine. I think this build is like perfect for the runes he has, like Orb, Leandri's Malignance.
Otherwise would have gone down, but instead stays alive. And this is, I think, the one moment where you do see the weakness for BLG is when they're forced to take a fight, when the cooldowns are up, when Shun is in there to create space, and Alkanon can't actually walk up.
And I want to further emphasize how important that timing was to get that pick, because Gen G also have a very rough time.
Oh, even Morello's. Okay, like, I don't know how I feel about the Morellos instead of just getting Rabadons. My thought is that maybe he thinks that the game is going to end soon at Elder, so he's like, screw it, I'm just going to buy Morellos, but like, I would probably just like go for Rab or just Crypt Bloom, no? Instead of a full Rab, because like, the haste is useless, no? The haste is actually useless.
At least the tier 1 will drop. BLG though don't want to give it up without a fight.
And keep your eyes on the side lanes. The pushing side lanes for BLG. Once again, Bin is able to push that one all the way into secondary turret, so Chovy has to go answer it and clean it up. Plus, they already had built up a big wave on bottom side, also applying pressure.
Crucially, BLG still denied the possible map control that comes with this Rebel Baron power play, and because of that, in about a minute, we are probably going to know one way or another. Because
holy, I have never seen a Karthus have 68 ward score. That's actually insane.
Or with a Karthus who just now hit level 16. If you get an Elder buff, you're going to start getting into one-tap territory.
Yes, Canyon ultimates now will really, really be painful. Rank 3 in the ulti. Very far ahead, almost 2k his gold lead with the power farming.
Has been crucial for the team. Only going to get more difficult to deal with. Very few tools in the game League of Legends that allow you to deal with Requiem reliably. No Locket on the team, no tank to build it. Gen G maintaining the siege, 2 seconds left on their Red Bull Baron power play. It's mostly just the gold from the objective, but they give themselves more space, more time to get items. Prepare for the next fight.
Is it troll if I said if I was like, you know, Karthus maybe should just fucking send in flash in, but I think it's kind of troll considering the Elder's about to spawn. But I think he needs to R like off but I don't know, because they have Chemtech Soul and they take less damage the lower they are. So like I think Karthus just has to R like when they're full HP, no?
waiting for it to expire, not wanting to give the flank angle, staying grouped up. Chovy
Because Chemtech Soul makes it to you take less damage when you're lower, so I think it's better to just R. Plus his Gathering Storm, absolute focus. Like you have to R first. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, it's funny that Karthus actually did a lot of damage. I was like, why is this Sunday so fast? But it's because of this sped. Oh, he didn't check the bush. Yo, imagine the Zinza watching the bush. He actually was just smite the Elder away.
They might not want to do the big thing there. Karthus at this point, yes, even if you kill him, the amount of damage that you're able to do in these fights where BLG is forced to walk into them is going to be huge. And Gen G, get the dragon.
Canyon and Chovy, what a combination. Here we go, Chovy goes for on, but it was flashed. So then they still have that engage you're talking about with Lehen. He gets burned down, but Canyon gets right in the middle there. Knight goes for it, and he still is able to get off so much damage as he is dead. Ultimate comes down. Keen in the backside with the extra support of Karthus ultimate.
That Karthus are actually hit like a truck, but they literally have 0 MR. That's probably why,
if
huh?
he doesn't buy that much space, and Shun can just walk up, Elk and On can join the fight, there is no way that Gen G win that, particularly with, again, Bin off to the sides.
I guess Karthus is just so OP that you can just like go any runes, no? And just one shot like that. But then again, I guess if they don't have any MR, it's like it's just meant to be like that.
In about 30 seconds.
Chovy, spot spin on the side lane, opts not to chase.
I think Karthus W should give vision score? I don't know about that one.
For the Baron, 20 seconds until it spawns.
Are you talking about like should give vision? Because it gives a lot of vision.
Looking for the flank, looking for the angle. Destiny used, tidal wave used.
Wait, don't they have Elder?
Not gonna find anybody. Bin still with gold card Pepper, they're just walking away. Gen G so disciplined, they don't want to give them the fight, even with 2 members in power.
That was a good angle there though. BLG tried to force a fight, known Chovy doesn't have TP and wasn't there. So with Bin, try to force something.
It feels so weird to play Karthus without like Dark Harvest Sorcery and not have Last Stand. And like just, I don't know, he's just not dying. He's not even using his passive. But like obviously he's in a competitive game, so it's like different, because like if he like flashes in and then dies, they can just walk away and then just like wait for like when he's on death timer, they just do stuff. But it seems like BLG cannot even do anything into their comp. I feel like they're just outscaled.
BLG are still pulling him around the map, but the objective does go the way
Like
of
they're
Gen G.
just like split pushing at this point, because I don't think they can even win 5v5 anymore. Like they're just getting TF to split.
Just barely misses. Minus TP. Bin now running a missile dive. Waiting for the gold card, hits it, but they're chasing him down. Pace is here. 2 trillion.
Like I feel like they can't even like team fight anymore with their draft. No, I feel like their draft is just so bad to team fight.
Taken out in the side lane, shut down to Keen.
They've scaled their way to a Canyon death cap.
Oh boy.
Oh shit, Canyon has death cap.
Overcome, even with the Dragon Soul on the side of BLG, and now that their side lane.
I mean, like, dude, this is like the dream card this game, no? To like be able to have 5 items and not even have to buy pen because they have no MR. Like they actually have 0 MR. Like, if only it could be like that every game, no? But like, if it was a different soul, the game would be so different as well, wouldn't it? Like if they had Mountain or like Hextech Soul, I feel like the game would be like so much more different. This Chemtech Soul like does not do anything with their draft because they're all squishy and they're gonna get one tapped anyways. So the Chemtech Soul actually does nothing. Like into Lucian, Nami, Nico, TF, like what are they gonna do? They're all squishy, you know? So they're just gonna get one shot anyways.
Now the bot side inhib is down. Want to reiterate, we talked about the issues for Gen G with starting fights. Same can be said for BLG unless they can find a pick. But Gen G have just been clumping up continuously as to deny a catch.
Discipline again from Gen G, but it's Knight on the side. And they find the pick on Canyon. Good wall of pain to dissuade and engage. And Keen goes in, he wants to start the fight himself, but it's Elk now stepping up. Devour used by the Tomcat, trying to keep Canyon standing. Lahen's low, but they can't quite finish him. Chovy going
Oh, Karthus is ulting. Holy shit.
Huge damage.
Okay, that was a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage.
They know what is coming next.
Wait, but like, what did they get out of that? No, like I feel like he just R'd for nothing, but they didn't get anything. Wait, what was the reason to R there though? Were they actually fighting? I wasn't paying attention. I guess they're just like fighting for nothing. I guess he, but it did a lot of damage though.
Huge damage. Karthus Gaming, baby, that's the death cap in action.
I think he realizes, oh shit, if I R when they're full HP, I do way more damage than when they're lower, because Chemtech Soul literally makes that you take less damage from people when you're below 50% health.
80 seconds will be up when this second Elder, rolls around, and BLG, Shun is going to have to find the smite of his life.
And the seldom seen Locket of the Iron Solari for On. He's just trying to do what he can. to mitigate that damage. But it's so tricky now. It's so difficult. Their magic damage is only really on one champion. It's on Knight. You can see the armor focus coming in from
Yeah,
Team.
he's
It's so hard to
Malignant,
deal
so I
with.
think
Even when
he'll
you
end
have
up.
the Lord Dominic's
You know,
regards,
watching this
seven.
Malignance makes me
Genji
kind of
set
like
up the
want to
second
test
Elder from
Leandre's
first game in the
Malignance again on the
MSI
new
finals.
patch. But I feel like Blackfire
Alright,
Torch
and
might
BLG,
just be
what else
better,
can they do?
no?
They keep in on the side lane there, trying to apply pressure during the setup, but Genji right now, so easy for them to collapse and control the area leading up.
But like, I think going Blackfire Torch and Malignance and Leandre's in your build is just like way too
Gonna have
troll
to
in
be
my
getting that
opinion.
climax's Knight, maybe a big ultimate on top of some of the members, but Pays now also has his GA, makes it so much harder. The range of this Senna starting to become a problem.
And Chovy W finding the angle. They're committing onto Shun, however, immediately going to try to use the ulti to get himself a bit of room, but he's still in the circle. Chovy stepping up to just zone the jungler away to chunk him out. The Nami healing will mitigate a little bit.
Is Karthus R up soon? I think it's R up, no?
Both sides just sparring, just throwing
He should R again.
back and forth, looking for the
Like,
angle.
So hard
He
for
should
the
just
Galaxy,
R right
but
now and then go
Alpha's
do
ultimate
Elder.
Here. The chunk damage, the cooldown already used, and Genji will force.
Oh my god, he didn't R. Shouldn't he vault it?
Stepping up, damage onto a hands on party target. Pays also getting chipped away. Chovy going over the wall onto mid, knocking him back with the soul and battle.
Oh my god, they're 50-50 in this.
Are they flipping this?
5K. Are they willing to? Genji
Look at the
debating on the next play.
block
Q3 is there for Chovy if he wants it. Knight going over the wall. The timing of the blast cone he locks up too.
Where's Karthus? I can't even see him.
Still stepping up.
Oh, there he is.
Taken down.
Oh, they got Elder.
Over the top of the fight. The Elder falls. BLG out of
Oh, this game's
options,
over.
Out of game one.
Somehow
Oh, they actually won.
dies on Genji. It's a clean ace at 38 minutes. And Genji,
Holy
their second
shit,
team fighting, comes up huge again.
Karthus is so fed though, no?
That one, he's
I mean, that was like a complete burger flip, but it worked out.
Discipline from start to finish, punishing the missteps, knowing they outscale, taking their
Oh,
time.
they actually
lose
ended up
the
winning.
soul. They lose the 50-50s.
So someone showed me the
They win
runes
game one. Genji
after this
find the
game,
first blow in the MSI
and let me show it on screen. This was the end game runes. So here's the thing though, like, okay, so he got 10 harvest stacks, 657 damage, which isn't like this is like nothing, right? I guess the cheap shot 535 is nice. The zombie ward he ended up getting 30 AP, but the Gathering Storm Absolute Focus gave him a lot of AP, no? But I don't understand why he went ability haste over AP like adaptive damage, because you have Malignants. Like, why would you need haste, you know, like early game over adaptive? Because I don't know, but the Dark Harvest damage, like, how long was the game? Let me go back.
lose the 50-50s.
38 minutes. I feel like your first strike would have done so much. Dark Harvest doesn't matter. Take those runes with the AP. Yeah, I mean, he got like AP out of this, and like he did damage off this, but like, I'm not like the Absolute Gathering Storm definitely gave him a lot of AP, but imagine like maybe first strike with Absolute Focus Gathering would be insane though, no? But he loses out on the zombie ward, which is 30 adaptive force or whatever, but and you lose ultimate hunter, but you don't need it. I think if you have Malignance and Morello's, I think he wouldn't even need it. So if he went first strike sorcery, it would have been like better, but other than like the runes thing, I feel like he played pretty good now.
chunk damage.
But
The cooldown
I just
already
think he
used,
should
and
like R.
Genji
Like
will
right
force.
here, he should just like R, no? Like
There.
especially this late in the game, and also because they have Chemtech Soul, so it's like when they're lower, they actually take less damage.
Behind
But
empowering them, Elk stepping
I'm
up,
not sure.
damage onto
well, other than that,
hands
it's
on party target. Pays
I feel like
also
he
getting
played
chipped
pretty
away.
well.
Chovy going over the wall onto mid, knocking him back with the soul and battle, bring him in. Shun gets the timing wrong. He can't quite get to the pit.
Let me rewatch this.
The timing of the blast cone he locks up too, but not really
Where's the
quite
Karthus? Right there, he's in the middle. He gets it. That was way too flippy though.
The Elder falls. BLG out of options, out of game one.
And then he dies.
Somehow no one dies on Genji.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because technically the Karthusar had no value right here. No, he just R's the TF and then he dies, but he would have died anyway. So
Somehow
technically it
no
would
one
have, but it's alright. I feel like he played
dies on
fine.
Genji. It's a clean ace at 38 minutes. And
Okay, listen, I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. Join the Discord, check out my YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Have a good night, good day, whatever time it's for you guys. I will be back tomorrow for some solo queue.